Judge Strampe, nice to meet you. Thank you so much for you being here with me tonight. We're going to do a little video for the voters, so those who have not met you yet can learn a little bit about you before the April 4th election. First and foremost, tell me why you decided, after having been appointed as a judge, that you want to keep this position and run for election.
Well, I knew even as I was going through the application process that this was a job that I very much wanted to run for election for, because I wanted to serve the people of Waukesha County. This job is too important for people who are political to be focused on it. And Waukesha County needs judges who are experienced with the law, understand the law, and are willing to apply the law while treating everyone fairly and treating everyone with respect. And that's exactly what I'm doing and what I hope to do with my next term.
That's wonderful. Is there something in your background that leads you to community service?
Yeah, I was, compelled towards service at a very young age, as a high school student. And I was looking at what I wanted to do with my first career moves. I decided that I wanted to join the military. And I applied for and was accepted to the United States Military Academy at West Point.
Ooh, fancy.
Where I spent 4 years dedicated to service and learning how to serve our country. The mission of the military academy is to inspire leaders of character for a lifetime of service to the country. So as a young man, I spent over 4 years in the Army. I was an infantry officer, spent most of that time in Germany, and really enjoyed the knowledge that I was helping the community and that I was helping keep our country safe. And as I came back to Wisconsin to be closer to home, the more I practiced law and was working, I wanted to get back to service and continue that service to our country.
We need people who have long careers in the legal community to run for judge. It's a crucial position. I think everyone agrees that a person who is a judge at any capacity, but certainly something as important as a county circuit court judge, should have a wealth of experience in the law, obviously, and in how trials work and how courts work. Can you talk about your experience in the law?
Yeah, so ever since I graduated from law school at Madison, I have been doing litigation. And that means I have been in the courtroom at least weekly for 25 years. I have tried dozens of cases. I've been in state and federal court all over Wisconsin. I haven't been to quite all 72 counties, but probably at least 2/3 of them. And the experience that I've gained on both the practical level and the technical level is invaluable. I've been, like I said, dozens of trials. I can't imagine trying to be a judge presiding over a trial if you haven't participated in a trial and you don't know what that experience is like. And that's everything from knowing the rules of evidence and knowing what questions are proper and what questions are improper, to knowing just, the things that you only learn through experience. Like, what do you do if juror number 7 keeps falling asleep? Or what are the practical aspects of how much time you give the jury to do certain things? People listening are probably wondering, but what you do when the juror keeps falling asleep is you get everyone together and randomly select them to be the alternate when it's time for the alternate to get selected.
Really? So like if you're nodding off, boom. That's good. I did not know that.
And it's hilarious when you do it, because then that person gets randomly selected and all the other jurors look at themselves and smile and know exactly what happened.
Interesting. So compare your experience. I know that your opponent has been a legislator, but does he have experience in the courtroom that matches yours?
As far as I can tell, he doesn't have any real experience in the courtroom. Obviously, once I knew that I was going to have an opponent, I did some research and tried to find out. And if you check for the online court records, there's only one case that my opponent has handled. and that was a civil forfeiture case, not even a jury trial. It was just a hearing before the judge. There's no record of him ever participating in a jury trial. I do know that for the couple months before he went into the legislature, he was an assistant at the Walworth County District Attorney's Office. But I can't imagine someone presiding over trials, sending people to jail or prison like I do on a daily basis, making decisions about evidence and searches without having the experience of participated in that and know how that works from the other end. It seems inconsistent to me for someone to be able to preside over cases when they've never been an attorney advocating in those cases.
That's actually a really scary thought for someone going into the court and looking for fairness and fair treatment from a judge. And this person has barely ever been in a courtroom at all, much less as a participant, as a lawyer, certainly not as a judge. I think that's just such a stark difference between you and your opponent. I think this choice is very clear. I think it's quite obvious that you are the right choice for the Waukesha County Circuit Court. I hope the voters agree. Is there any last thing you'd like to say before folks go to the polls on April 4th?
Yeah, this is an important job. The circuit court is deciding issues that affect people's lives. And it's not just the defendants in criminal court, it's the victims, it's the family of the victims, it's the families of the defendants. This job is protecting the community. It is not a job for amateurs, and it's not a job that you can learn while you're doing it. Waukesha County needs and deserves someone who's got the experience and the knowledge to be able to protect the community, enforce the law, and treat everyone with respect and treat everyone fairly. That's what I've been doing every day since I've been on the court. And hopefully the people of Waukesha County will elect me to 6 more years so that I can continue to do that. And that's why I'm hoping that everyone who sees this video will vote for me on April 4th.
Thank you so much for taking time tonight, and good luck. We'll see you on the other side.
You're very welcome. I've enjoyed it very much. Thank you.